Let's summarize July on eBay and check if that disastrous June, after that disastrous June, the poor man's method of eBay reset has picked up and gave some better results in July. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad, and this is what takes the bulk of my time. Today I will talk about poor man's method once again. The time has come to summarize the July to find out if that disastrous June, after that disastrous June, it has picked up a bit and gave a bit better results. But before we start, if you're interested in reselling on eBay, please consider subscribing to the channel. It won't cost you a penny. So at the end of May, our sales have crashed. Then we've spent entire June trying to get them back, and June was basically a write-off, absolute disaster, nowhere near the place that we want to be and need to be, and dramatically lower than June 23. So in fact, not good month at all. So this time it's July. It has been better, but there are some caveats to the story, and I will tell you everything in the moment. But first, let's see the numbers for July and see how they have changed. So guys, let's have a look at numbers from July. I've made it bigger, so if you are watching on your phone, you can actually see it. Let's try to make it even bigger than that. Okay, that will be great. Okay, so we've got 1st of July to 31st of July comparing to previous 31 days. As you can see, impressions highly up, page views up, quantity sold up, not as much as impressions, which is a boomer. Average click-through rate went down, average sales conversion rate went down. Why those impressions are so high? Because I've started to promote all my items at the moment, trying to push them out before I will have to close my shops. So we have like a 36% up on organic impressions, but like a 95% up on promoted impressions. And that's where it comes from, basically. Yeah, 17% up on top 20 search, 13% up on the rest of impressions, and 87% up on non-search impressions. As you can see here on this graph, yeah, you can actually see it's very obvious where those impressions came from. As you can see, blue bar is basically the same throughout the month, but that green bar is, or teal bar, is way much higher than it was at the beginning when I was not promoting them all. In terms of views, yeah, a bit better than last month, but still not great considering the number of impressions. And in terms of sales, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Look how those promoted sales have cannibalized my organic sales. This day is a quite decent example. 11 sales, 9 organic, sorry, 9 promoted, 2 organic. This is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see. And the beginning of August was even worse than that. Yeah, I had days like that literally every other day. Yeah, and that would be it. Let's jump to sales. So in terms of sales, again, I've made it bigger so you can see it. That's the 1st of July to 31st of July, comparing to previous 31 days. So we've got Total sales up 15.7%, which is great. Net sales up 16%, which is great. Quantity sold up again 16.8%, but average sales price went down again. And I don't know, it's a third or fourth month in a row that it's going down, and I don't like it at all, at all. Yeah. Repeat buyers 9, which is great. And basically green across the board with some minor exceptions like trousers and shorts. And suit separates. Let's have a look at July compared to last year July. So July 24th to July 23rd. It's 23rd. So as you can see, for the first time in a long time, we are up here, month on month, not month on month, month on last year month, if that makes sense. Yeah, 27% up, 29 in terms of net sales. Again, quantity sold up, average sales stay the same. And yeah, this is what we want to see, really. This is what we want to see. And again, I can't show you year to date because it keeps giving me this error. I don't know why, but it keeps giving me this error. There is some sort of a glitch. You can't go like custom and go like a year back. So we wanted to do from 1st of August 23 to end of July 24, and same period last year, and it crashes. So sorry about that, but it's not my fault. So on the first glance, it looks half decent, and I mean we are up comparing to June and comparing to last year. So let's talk about caveats. Excuse me. So number one, both June 24 and June 23 were bad. Yeah. The growth doesn't mean anything if you compare yourself to low base. Yeah. It's like, let's say your sales have dropped by 50% and the next month they gone by 20%. You could say, wow, 20% up, that's decent. Yeah, but you've gone down 50% a month before, so you have a situation where, let's say, your sales were 1,000, gone down by 50% to 500, now gone up by 20% to 600. You're still nowhere near to that 1,000 that you were before. Yeah. Number two, all those jumps in impressions were achieved by promoted listings. Yeah, I've started to push more and more items into promoted listings. I didn't wait those 14 days after end and sell similar. I didn't skip items that had a lot of views. I was promoting everything, trying to get rid of as many items as I can before I have to close my shops, just to help with cash flow, basically. And sales went up, but a lot of those sales went via promoted listings. In fact, promoted sales have cannibalized my organic sales. So in theory, I had more sales, but in practice, I had less organic sales than a month before, which means that I had to pay more in fees. And as soon as I will stop promoting, those sales are gone, those promoted sales are gone, and I'm left with less organic sales that I had before. And it will be hard to build up that organic sales again. So yeah, not too good. And caveat number three, because I'm closing my shops in August, I've been putting live my items very early in the month of July to squeeze as much as I can from my free listing allocation. I mean, what's the point to put my listings live, say 25th of July, just to take them down on the 9th of August, because I'm closing the shops? I would be more beneficial to put them live early, so to give them as many of those 30 days as I can. Yeah, and this created the situation when at peak I had like over 2200 items live instead of usual 1500. So that of course had to give me some positive effect on my sales because I had more items live. An effect that I won't be able to kind of replicate after opening my shops back in September. And finally, number 4, I was actively trying to push those green waves, putting live items that I know are on the current green wave. And this is something that I want to apply more and more and more and more going forward. I think this is where I should concentrate my focus and my attention now. It's easy to do, it doesn't take a lot of time and can be done literally within 10 minutes every morning. And I think I should reconsider that poor man's method against those feeding the green waves, if that makes sense, and then either combine them or just ditch that poor man's method entirely and concentrate on those green waves only. So is that poor man's method still working? Yes, but the same way as guys who do full reset, I have noticed a decrease in efficiency. I can't figure it out why this happens, but it does. Maybe eBay applies something, to counteract that reset. What's next? I don't know. I don't know yet. I will have good 3 weeks now to figure it out what my next move should be. I may carry on with poor man's method. I may carry on with concentrating on green waves, or I may scrap the method and concentrate on green waves only. I've got things to think about. I have to take to consideration that I may not able to go to UK anytime soon. Maybe for long months, maybe never. So I have to talk to my wife and really convince her to start photographing items for me. Then based on what she says, I will need to figure it out. What should I do and which way should I go? So yeah, we are going to have a break now until I reopen my shops in September, or rather end of August. And I've got some topics to talk about, so hopefully I will still be able to record and upload some videos so you can watch them. Yeah, and that's it for today, really. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. Also, if you wish to support the channel further, consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye-bye.